No, I got a picture. I got a video.
Oh, all right, you can throw the picture up. You can see him right there. Look at Dak Prescott right before the preseason game against the LA Rams. Smiling. He's with ownership. He's like, hey, man, I got my man of the year patch on. And I got some words for you, We see you in the NFC championship. He sells that to the Rams ownership. And I've been going first on all of these. So I'm going to sit back. I got to hear what you guys got to say. Because the
Man,
last
get your
time,
team.
I know, but the last time I came on here. This was all. It was about Dak saying, I feel like we're
Mhm.
we're close to the Eagles right after they had a Super Bowl, and then I had to came on here and defend the comment, and people was like, "But no, they just won the Super Bowl," and I'm like, "Okay." He just talking about him. He ain't talking about the Super Bowl, blah blah blah, going back and forth. And now he talking about the Rams, see him in the championship game. People, all right, I'm going first. Forget it. People in the comments saying, people in the comments saying, Dak, yeah, you right, you're gonna see him because you're gonna be watching him on TV with us. You know what I'm saying? The comments went crazy. And I was just like, you know what? I ain't mad at Dak for saying what he said about the Eagles. Granted, you can feel how you feel. Blaze somewhere typing right now as we speak. But sometimes you gotta speak some things, you gotta do something different. You gotta speak it into existence. You don't watch Jaden Daniels come in here and just take a team on his back. You know, he had 5 on it all the way to the championship game. And then they got 55, but that's a whole nother story. At least they was there. You know what I'm saying? They got 5 interceptions on the way there. It's just so much stuff that went in their favor, Dak. So it's your turn.
Hmm.
But I want to share something with you. People want to bring up Dak Prescott and his playoff record. They want to say he 2-5. He led the Cowboys to 4 NFC East titles, things like that. It was like Dak in his big games, he just can't do it, right? So I went back and looked. I said, let me look up Dak's defenses in these playoff games, right? I was like, because people always say, Tomo, but what about when he threw the pick and they did this? But what about the game where they lost here? I'm gonna start off in 2016. That was against the Packers. Aaron Rodgers and crossbar, if that's what Skip called him. But the wildest kick I've ever seen outside of a video game. I've never seen a kick in the dome go far right and find his way back towards the middle and go right in.
No facts.
Defense allowed 413 yards, gave up 34 points. Aaron Rodgers threw for 356 yards, 2 touchdowns. The defense struggled to contain the Packers. Okay, I'm not mad at that because again, that defense again was fighting for his life anyway, right? Fast forward, Dak Prescott against the Seahawks. He wins this game, 24-22. Shout out to Call for refreshing my memory because I had to go back and watch that game. Zeke helped him out with a few runs, but Dak led him right after he got into that goal line and scored the touchdown. But the defense allowed 299 yards, 22 points. You know, I give him that too because this team wasn't known for turnovers. Then they go play the Rams the next week. They weren't known for getting to the quarterback. This is just a band of brothers trying to make things work. Guess how many yards they gave up in that game, Joe?
Infinity.
459 yards and 30 points. The Rams' powerful rushing duo of Todd Gurley, who's the same age as Mike Evans, but Todd Gurley is not in the league anymore. See what the league do to running backs. And C.J. Anderson. Where is
Woo.
C.J.?
Not
Where
the
is
league.
CJ? They gashed him for 270 yards on the ground. When you end the playoffs, you need to stop the run. CJ Anderson and Todd Gurley probably still somewhere running marathons with a cowboy jersey on their back. Fast forward, 49ers. This was the game right here. Number 1 offense in the league.
Mm-hmm.
49ers come in there. Carl, take it away right quick.
I
You
still
felt
stand behind that the 49ers should have been favored in that game.
well, let me tell you this.
Let me tell
Defense
you that.
allowed 341 yards total, 23 points. While the defense held up for much of the game, they struggled to contain the 49ers' rushing attack, which had over 160 yards on the ground. But guess what Dak did? He
Dave,
threw a pick,
come
right?
on, my brother.
He threw a pick.
You know we can't put that up there.
I know, right? Dang.
I-
His birthday, he wants some little something. No, you right.
Man, definitely. He shut down that number 1 offense. I got you, Dave. I'll read it in. But 160 yards on the ground. Can't stop the run. So guess what's going to happen? Debo was getting rushes. Everybody was running the ball that game. Cowboys lose, and we all know how they lost. Dak did the QB draw. Ref touched the ball, but then we couldn't spike the ball because the ref said he didn't touch the ball. But I watched you touch the ball while you wasted 2 seconds. And Tony Romo said, "Oh, he's going to snap it. No, game over." Forget you, Romo. Fast forward to 2023. Cowboys versus the Bucks. One of Dak's best playoff games. Another one right there. So that's the second one. You got Seattle and you got the Bucks. And Joe was like, "Tom, all he had to do is just not be the reason they lose." I'm in Cabo, turned up. Kev said, "You went a week too early, my boy." I was like, "Man, I was trying to find Zeke." He was out there running in Cabo saying, turned up, 31-14, retired the GOAT. Now he announcing games on Fox on Sundays. Shout out to Tom Brady. If you in the NFL chats, you know what Carl will be saying in this moment when we bring up Brady.
Yep.
Go to the next week. It's like, here we go. You just can't be the reason you lose. Defense was known for turnovers. They was getting turnovers that year. Michael Parsons, I think this was his first year. Trayvon, this was his year. Bounce, I think this was the year Trayvon had all the picks, right? Allowed 312 yards. They gave up 19 points. Defense played well this game, though, so I'm not even mad at them. Just had 2 interceptions by Dak, so that was your moment. So when people start talking about the championship game, they're like, look, when the defense show up, what you gonna do? You got two interceptions, Dak. You can't really do that. Some people will say Tony Pollard going down with that hip tackle really messed up the offensive flow of the game. But hey, you can't blame. Injuries are gonna happen. It's football. You get what I'm saying? So 49ers win that one, then go on to lose the Super Bowl. Fast forward.
Block out.
Had to get them back. I seen them in the comments. Now we want to talk about this Green Bay game. Joe, so for 2 years, the 2022-2023 season, the Cowboys were known for turnovers. Defense was getting to the quarterback. They was doing everything they needed to do, but couldn't stop the run. 2023, all they talked about was the offense. Winning games at home. Dak Prescott was second in MVP voting. Technically third, because one person voted for Josh Allen, but they don't want to bring that up. But
the start of the DEI MVP.
it was written.
The start of it, yeah.
Also, that same season, the Cowboys should have technically been that 7th seed, but we had another team that found a way. And if Chris was here, he would tell y'all they was trying to beat up their quarterback in the locker room, and they fell out of that second place. And now the Cowboys are now in second place in the conference. Got a home game. You're going up against a young team. What should you do, Dad? You should go out there and make things shake. But guess what Aaron Jones said? Me and Jordan Love, 415 yards, 48 points. The defense was unable to slow down. I don't know why they're talking about Jordan Love with the passing. But I think Aaron Jones had almost 100 and some yards.
Almost.
3 tugs.
Yeah, 3 touchdowns, probably like $140 or $130.
I meant to say 200 yards. 3 touchdowns. Michael Parsons wiped out every play. Malik Hooker. Now, I'm not helping Michael Parsons with his whole I want to be paid neither, but wiped out every play. If you want to talk about can the Cowboys get to an NFC Championship game with Dak Prescott, I believe they can. But can I get the same production from the defense that I get from at least somewhat of an offense when the playoffs come? Because I've seen Lamar Jackson have a game where 2 turnovers happen and he still found a way to get the game back somewhat sustainable. And then, of course, we all know what happened with Mark Andrews at the end. But when your defense is helping you out as well, you need a complete game on both sides. So I know y'all want to crack y'all jokes and say, can he get him to the championship game? Well, he got to find a way to win a playoff game. But they're also the same people that you want to get paid also got to find a way to show up in those playoff games as well.
Yeah, Aaron Jones had 118 yards off 21 carries and 3 touchdowns. He averaged 5.6 a carry.
5.6. So that means every time you touch the ball, it was almost a first down.
So first of all, he dissed the Commanders and the Eagles in that statement to the Rams, because those were the 2 teams in the NFC Championship game in his division, and he told the Rams, "I'll see you there." Basically saying the Eagles and Commanders will not be there.
And the Lions.
And the Lions, okay. I throw the Lions in there. But, we division rivals, you know what I mean? So, and number 2, Tomo. Yes, the defense probably didn't show up. But did Dak show up? The issue is Dak played bad too. Let's go to that first 49ers game that you talk about the defense. Let's talk about that first 49ers game. You said it. Y'all were the number one offense in the NFL. So expectations going to that game, although Carl said I feel like they should have been underdogs. Y'all are at home with the number one offense. Dak, did he break the touchdown Cowboy record that
It's a Cowboy record. Continue.
year?
And like it was an NFL record or something.
All right. So look, Carl, I don't know if you know this.
Oh, I got it pulled up.
The number one offense. All right. Let's look at the drives. Punt, score a touchdown. Punt, interception, punt. What am I supposed to do with that? I mean, come on now. And like you the number one offense. You talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, your first 7 possessions. You get 1 touchdown, 5 punts, and an interception. That's ridiculous at home in the playoffs. It's the first game too. The 49ers, touchdown, field goal. I mean, after y'all going through all that turmoil, the 49ers was at 10, 13, 16,
16-7.
Huh?
It's 16-7.
It was 16-7 at one point.
And
y'all couldn't do nothing. And then the touchdown they got was off of the interception. You threw an interception, and they were on the 26-yard line, and they scored. Debo, shout out Debo.
I was about to say Debo run play.
But it got set up because the previous job before that, y'all stopped them. But the interception set up the touchdown to make it 23-7. And then y'all punted again. Then they punted. Y'all get a field goal. They do an interception. You finally get a touchdown. They punt again, and you get turnover on downs. Like y'all had.
You want to know the turnover on down play? I got you right there.
I
Cedric
really
Wilson was wide open, and he dropped the ball.
Okay.
So,
that probably happened.
It's true.
But
it definitely happened. Ain't no problem. That happened. That's a game-changing drop right there.
No, I feel you. The point is, the first 7 drives, you got 1 touchdown, 5 punts, and the interception that led to another touchdown. Number one offense. So I can't put it on the defense when coming to this game, your offense was an ace card. And then you already explained to me about the 49ers. You get up. But the Tomo, I get the defense was bad. But remember, Michael Parsons got a sack. And then they kicked the ball to y'all. And what Dak do right to that? Threw an interception.
That's a Jair pick.
He threw an interception.
You talking about the Jair pick?
Okay.
When he threw the ball to Brandon Cooks?
A lot of people, no.
He threw that to CD.
That was CD, right? Yeah.
I thought one of those was the Brandon Cooks.
I think
the Darnell Savage pick 6 might have been the Brandon Cooks, but the
Savage one was the CD. The Jair was the Cooks.
Yeah, I think Tomo right.
Cooks. He ran right through Cooks.
I think Tomo
right.
The
Brandon Savage one, CD was coming across on like a shallow cross or maybe a short cross, and then he just threw it. He shouldn't even threw it to him. That was the one time he should have threw it to Brandon Cooks because he was open. Then the one he threw to Brandon Cooks, Jair blew him up when he should have threw it to CD. So like I said, I'm with you there, Joe. But he had a chance. He would have had a chance to make up for that if Aaron Jones wasn't allowed to get 6 yards of carry.
Okay, I'm going to talk about my guy for a second. The Eagles game, right? Although double nickel. But do you watch that game and be like, dang, JD5 got to be... And obviously, he can always be better. But you watch that game like he was part of the problem. You don't. You don't watch that.
That's your Rams game.
Huh?
I feel like that's your Rams game.
Right. That was a long time ago, Tomo. And look, this is when I talk about that playoff, I never bring up the Packers loss. I never bring up the Rams. I never talk about that. Because in those days, your running attack was an ace card for your offense. Since Dak took over, that's what I talk about. When Dak was y'all driving force in your offense, that's what I like to talk about. Because, like back then it was Zeke. Zeke was a lot of the offense. And Dak did play well in those playoff games. But that was a long time ago. That was a whole decade ago almost. I mean, that's what, 2016, 2017, 2018. I mean, I was living in murder still. I mean, that was a long time ago. So my whole thing is, I'm not mad at him saying that, though, at the end of the day. I'm not mad at him saying that. You just got to back it up. All I know is the last time somebody said that, Fox 5. Fox 5, see you in the NFC Championship. Remember your boy Dan Campbell called? Remember that? Went to the Vikings head coach, Kevin O'Connell, see you in the NFC Championship game? What happened?
Eric Armstead got hurt. Amik Robinson got hurt to play the game. That was our
Well, I
best.
was Ben Johnson. That's what you get, Ben Johnson. And then you rang a toe in Chicago. That's what you get. And we want to see y'all too. We want to see y'all too.
Mick Robinson got hurt. The secondary was decimated.
And he knew that before he said that comment.
No, not a Mick Robinson getting hurt.
Hey, they had what? 14 dudes on IR when he said that?
Yeah, but then you gotta remember, bro, the best cornerback for the Lions at the time, who strapped Jetters, got hurt.
I mean, that's not why they lost. They lost because your boy Jared Goff.
That's true, but they couldn't stop y'all either, though.
They couldn't stop it. I mean, I don't think that would happen even if they had a 14. So I'm not gonna say all that, but
Yeah,
we want to see them too. We want to see them too. We want to see them too.
Y'all playing DC made a difference.
I
don't care who we play at.
I was saying I might go to the game.
We gonna play 8 Mile. I mean, I don't care where we play at.
You ain't playing the 8 Mile. You ain't making it out the game. Look,
we from DC. You tripping on this one? We from Landover.
Look, man, he tripping. I'm sorry, Tomo. He tripping, bruh. You got to get past the Eagles and the Commanders in your division. Not only that, the 49ers, yeah, they had a bad season, but they were decimated by injuries. We don't think that that's the 49ers, period. You got the Lions. You do have the Rams. The Rams might not even make it to the NFC Championship game. You're talking about see you in the NFC Championship game. They might not even be there. So, like, bruh, how you going to call your shot for another team and your team when the Rams ain't made the championship game since they won the Super Bowl and you ain't made it? I just feel like he's tripping because of that. Like, I know you want to instill confidence in your team. I know you want to show, you want to talk your trash. But this reminds me of Thomas Castellanos in Alabama. You mean you're gonna beat us at Florida State? You just went 2-10. You're not about to hang with us. You just put a bigger target on your back now. And now what? If he don't make it to the NFC Championship game, let's just say it's his fault. Then what? You about to get yourself killed even more. Now, if it's not his fault, they still might kill you because you still ain't make it. But it's gonna be worse if it is your fault. Now, your soliloquy, I'm with you on some of it. The Rams game, he did win Seattle. Tampa Bay, we all know Brady was not Brady. Like, Tampa Bay shouldn't have been in the playoffs. The only reason why they was in the playoffs because that division sucked.
That's the reason. I gotta give him that game. He cooked.
That's fine, but the Bucs were not a playoff team. I think if I can remember correctly, they got in at like 8-9 or 9-8.
No, they won. I think they won 7 games.
Even worse.
Who fault is that?
So I'm just telling you, bro. People going to cherry pick that. So
people cherry pick anyway, man. So I just had to throw it out there.
The first 49ers game, I do feel like the 49ers should have been favored, but I do feel like Dak didn't help himself. He didn't. The slide on, it's 4th down, bro. Why are you scrambling? Either throw it in the end zone or get down early. He kept running. Like, get down.
That was dumb.
Like Joe said, he did throw the pick to set up the only touchdown that the 49ers had in the second half.
I agree.
The defense basically pitched a shutout for real. Because I blame that on that. And you have 7 points at the half. Now, I'm a guy that forgives you if you can come back, which he did lead the comeback. But the pick was terrible. But also the Cedric Wilson drop was terrible. I will give you that. The Rams game, I'm with you 1,000%. What am I going to do when they running for 150 apiece? Now, I'm exaggerating, but you get my point. I'm barely exaggerating, by the way, too.
The Packers might as well.
The Packers game, I'm 50-50. I do think the defense did not help you. But it was one point, I think Luke Musgrave was like, nobody was like within 20 yards of him on play action.
Wide open. Like wide open.
Yeah.
That happened twice, I think.
Yeah.
Because like Jordan Love was trying to go to DC.
Yeah, it is.
Jordan Love was just sitting back like a Madden mini game, just finding the open receivers. Aaron Jones, he did, by the way. Aaron Jones was running wild. But Dak don't help with that pick 6 before the half.
Oh, my God. That was a nail in the coffin.
And they was driving, too. That's the crazy part. They were driving, and he throws the pick 6. And then the pick to Jay Alexander. I get it. You want to trust your receivers, 3rd down, 50-50 ball. It happens. I get that. But I do blame the Cowboys defense a lot more than somebody else would for that one. I'm not 100% like, oh, man, Dak choked out. No, it was just a team loss. That was a team loss. Seahawks game, that's a good one. But overall, it's like you haven't put the body of work together overall as a team to be calling your shot for the NFC Championship game. And you coming off an injury. So like we don't even know how you gonna bounce back from this injury yet. I can see if you was coming off last year, you lost the Packers game, and you say that cool, but you're coming off an injury. To me, that he's tripping.
Tripping, Carl lost his word. Like,
Hey, look. All I know is he's probably saying that because of everything you just said, Carl. I came off injury. I know what the record is. We standing right here in front of the guy. I probably don't even want to be talking to him. So let me just say something. And here go the media catching it. Just like when we was what was it, the Atlanta game? When he was like, man, we suck. It's like, bro, the camera wasn't supposed to catch that. But
I
now
know,
here it
right?
goes, it's like, boom, another moment. So it's just like, yeah, no, we see y'all in the championship game. I think if
Did
he
you
was talking, go ahead.
go ahead? No, go ahead.
I was like, I think if he was talking to another owner, maybe in another, I don't know how the conversation was going, he probably would have said the same thing. I mean, we wouldn't play a division, a rival. And now, let's say, play the Ravens this week. Who knows? If he was out there, he probably talking to the Ravens, like, see you in the Super Bowl.
I would
You
still
don't
say he's
know.
tripping.
I'm not saying he's crazy
for.
for. First of all, I'm not
No,
judging
I
if he's
was saying
crazy
that
or
from
not.
my end.
I know, I get what you're saying, but I'm just saying it's just in the moment.
Man, I wish I had the
Going to
video.
the Super Bowl, but I don't. I mean, if Lamar would have called the shot, I'm like, I love you, Lamar. I think you're a dog, but as a team, we have not put together the body work to show that we getting over that hump. Now I get we made the moves, but we made moves years before.
Yeah, and that Packers game, CD definitely didn't show up either. But like,
He's pouting.
yeah, he was terrible. He dropped like multiple first down passes. But if you watched the video, did you see the owner after Dak said that and he walked off?
Nah.
He like, well, you gotta watch it. Like Dak said what he said. They all shaking hands as he walking on like this.
He tripping. He probably said the
He's like,
same
yeah, bro.
thing.
That's how you look. You looking like this man. Something else by saying that. He's tripping.
When I
We
first
didn't
seen
have no
him,
stop being an owner. They haven't even sniffed the NFC Championship game. That's what he's already probably telling himself. But I'm watching this game right now, Tomo. That interception of Brandon Cooks, it could have been a way better ball. He threw a high as a mud. Brandon Cook had a
that's what I'm
stretch for it.
saying. That was
Yeah, oh,
dumb.
yeah, okay, yeah,
I'm
it
with
was
you
a
on
bad
that.
ball.
That was dumb.
And it was your own territory, what led to a touchdown.
Yeah, that was dumb.
So, like,
When y'all say these things about that, I'm not defending the nonsense. I just want y'all to also recognize the other side of the coin, which people don't do.
like
They just be like,
Ravens.
Dak choked it.
Yeah,
And
I'm
it's
about to say
like,
just like me. I feel you.
Like the
like,
Ravens.
bro, y'all,
Whoa.
but let Josh Allen go out there and throw an interception. They find a way to find a way back in the game. Like, look what Josh Allen did. It was the
Let
greatest
him miss a
comeback
wide
ever.
open drag for a first down to throw the D ball.
Wow, we comparing Dak to Lamar Jackson? Dang.
Yeah, nice way to try to spin that.
See what you did there, Joe. Let's get to this quick news.
Let's play the video. Let's get it.